Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Bill O'Leary, estate lawyer from Legacy Planning Law Group, coming to you live. This is a part of our Thirsty Thursday series. Thirsty Thursday series. Well, yes, we do it every Thursday at about this time, where I come to you live. Although starting next week, we're going to go to a 4 o'clock start instead of a 12 o'clock noon start. A little different schedule for the summer. And so it's where I come to you live and I talk about sort of a different topic that might interest me, what I think might interest you, that deals with sort of the kind of law that we do here, estate law and probate law, elder law, that sort of thing. So as I always lead with, all of these talks, if you're thirsting for knowledge, you've come to the right place. So today's topic, kind of an interesting one, is look, mom or dad just died. How do I maintain the homeowner's insurance on the house while the house is going through probate or the administration process? An issue that's often overlooked. So, look, when mom or dad or some other loved one dies with a home, okay, while that home is sort of working its way through for ultimate distribution to the heirs, it needs to be adequately insured. So it's important to make sure that the homeowner's insurance continues on the home. Heaven forbid, there's a fire or some other event at the home and there's an absence of coverage. You don't want that. So again, you don't want to be in for a rude surprise. So look, what does a homeowner's insurance policy do? It protects the owner of the home for any damages that may be caused to the home. Now, usually the homeowner's insurance policy will come with liability protection to cover accidents or injuries that occur on the property, okay? But here's the problem, that the homeowner's insurance doesn't automatically transfer at death. So when the homeowner who passed away, when they bought the insurance before they passed away, well, now the executor of the estate is responsible for notifying the insurance company. And if the home, let's say, was owned by a trust when your loved one died, then it's, instead of the executor notifying the insurance company, it's the trustee of the trust that has to notify the insurance company that the homeowner died. So at that point, the executor of the estate, or again, in the case of a trust, the trustee, has to arrange for the insurance coverage to be continued. Or maybe if the home is going to be sold in very short order, then the person buying the home has to arrange for the insurance. The bottom line is that the original insurance policy won't be transferred, is not transferable. So as soon as possible, the estate executor, or again the trustee of the trust, should contact the insurance company that's holding the existing policy that the deceased loved one got, notify them of the death, inform the representative of the company they talked to of your loved one's death. Now, the agent's probably going to ask for a copy of your deceased loved one's death certificate. That's where it gets the process started. Now, some insurance companies may leave the policy open until its expiration date so that the new owner is going to have time to attain their own policy. Other companies are much tighter on that. Maybe they'll only give you 30 days. Always ask how much time you have to buy a new policy to avoid that lapse in coverage. You want to avoid having a lapse in coverage. Now, if the house is going to, let's say, be vacant for a period of time or maybe rented out, then the insurance company often will require that the policy be rewritten, that a new policy be issued. And in the case of it being vacant, well, at that point, the house is no longer owner occupied, but instead is vacant. And that presents a different set of risks to the insurance company. And all insurance is managing and pricing risk, okay? And so what's important if it's going to be vacant for a period of time is to obtain a different kind of insurance policy than the one your insured loved one had, and that is called a vacant home policy. Now, if your loved one's estate has to be probated, the executor should ask for coverage for the home during the probate administration process. And again, if nobody's going to be occupying the home until it's complete, as I just mentioned, the insurance company might require that executor to buy a vacant home policy on behalf on behalf of the estate. Same is true if the home is owned by a trust. At death, that the trustee should ask the insurance company for that kind of coverage be in place during the period of what we call trust administration, when the trust is being administered. And again, just as with in a estate going through probate, is if with the trust, the home is going to be vacant for a period of time, or maybe not be occupied until that trust administration process is complete. Get a vacant home policy on behalf of the trust, in the name of the trust. Now, during the period of estate administration, or in the case of a trust administration, the required premiums on this policy will need to be made by their due dates. If you miss a payment, the company has a right to cancel the policy, and then you as the executor of the estate or the trustee of the trust will have some answering to do to the beneficiaries. After the probate or the trust administration has been finalized and has been settled, as we like to say, and where, let's say, an heir has been awarded the home, or maybe the house sold, it's the responsibility of the new homeowner to inform the insurance company of the change. The insurance company will close out the old policy and could open a new policy for the owner. Even where a vacant home policy was not obtained, let's say it was occupied, still the insurance company is going to have to close out the old policy and open a new policy in the name of the new owner. Obviously, if the new owner wants to use that insurance company, they're not required to. They can go find another company and get a policy elsewhere. And the new homeowner is going to have to provide sort of proof of identity, as well as information about the house, including the condition of the property and any repairs that have been made to it. So this is an often overlooked issue. Mom or dad died with the home. What do we do? Well, we want to make sure that we preserve that asset. And one critical way to preserve the asset is to make sure that the homeowner insurance continues. So if you'd like to know more about how to sort of manage a home during the estate or trust administration process, and if you'd like to know how we can help, we'd love to talk to you. Encourage you to schedule a free 15-minute discovery phone call with us. Just go to the Book Now button on the Facebook page, or just Google us, Legacy Planning Law Group, and we'll come up. And the purpose for this discovery call is a chance for us to sort of start a conversation, see if we can work with each other, and for us to better understand what your situation is, so that way we can tell you if we can help you. So again, that call is complimentary. So hey, if you've enjoyed this video, would love it if you'd like the video, and better yet to share it. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this talk as part of our Thirsty Thursday series. Today's topic again was, Mom or Dad just died, how do I maintain the homeowner's insurance while the house is going through probate? As I said, I'm going to give another Facebook Live talk next Thursday, although next Thursday is going to be at 4 o'clock. So if you're thirsting for knowledge, we will quench your thirst. So Bill O'Leary signing off. On behalf of everybody here at Team Legacy, go make it a great day.